Flower.
Hello, welcome. If you are new here, welcome to Accountability Call number 22. I am a travel coach. I help Black moms beat burnout through kid-free vacations. And one of the best ways for me to get to my goals and get to my self-care is by having accountability. So thus, every Monday morning at 10ish, we actually on time today. Um, we come here to hold each other accountable to the things we're supposed to do last week and the things we're going to do this week. I bring my friends. I usually have two, but one of them is living her bestest life in Trinidad at Carnival. So I have my boo Eve here with me today. How are you,
I'm here. It's Monday.
Eve? It is. It is. I'm excited about this week. I'm so excited about this week, y'all. If y'all have not been here, then you don't understand how excited I am. If you go back and watch the accountability calls, we are closing on our loan for our property this week. Okay. We are closing. Now, if you've been here, you know that it's been a long journey since like literally August 2023. We have been trying to find the funds in order to be able to finish our property that we thought was going to take 5 months, and we are currently 25 months in. Okay. At least almost 25 months in. So I'm excited because I pushed and pushed and pushed and fought my way through to this point right here.
Yes, Lord.
Thankfully, and I would say thanks to the accountability of the people on this call, right? Like, because baby, I probably would have given up a long time ago. In addition to that, like I probably, one of the things I said previously is that sometimes your goals have to be big, but then also your investment in your goal has to be super big too, to the point where you can't give up. Because if you give up, you lose too much. Right?
Hello.
That is where I have been with this property. Like if we give up now, we lose it all. And it ain't just the property, right? Like it's like a lot of things. And our journey to start this was really for us to be able to start making some generational wealth in our family. So I'm like, girl, we are finally on our way. We are finally on our way. How are you feeling this week, Eve? I know you have a big to do today.
Child. Although as soon as we were talking out, you said you just cannot give up. And I I always keep thinking of songs. I'm like, I just can't
Oh Lord.
give up. That part.
Up too
Too
far
far
from
up.
where I started from.
Let's
Exactly. Yes.
go.
Okay. Yes.
So
Okay.
wow. Yeah, it's Monday. Yeah, I feel like I feel good. Yeah, I have 2 hours after this call. I have a big interview with the potential contract. Boop, 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 boop,
Yes. We
boop.
are claiming it
And I'm
right
very,
now.
very, very excited about it. Like, and the biggest thing for me is that because I want it so bad. Like, I love the work that I do, potentially with our clients and all work that I do. But I'm really excited about this one. I really, really, really want it, and I'm trying not to like give too much energy towards it so it don't whiplash me. But I really want it. God knows, on it.
Yes.
So yeah.
We are
My week
claiming it.
was consumed all of last week because of this interview. It's crazy
Which
how
is
much
good.
you spend so many hours just for like 60 minutes, and then as soon as it's done, you're like, so what's next?
Right. Right. Um, so we are claiming this contract for you, boo. It is right on time. It is right in alignment. So we're like, it's going to happen. These are the
Yep.
things that are going to happen for us because we don't ever doubt us. Okay.
Don't you ever.
Don't ever doubt us. So we're gonna get into the goals last week, but I want to talk about what I learned last week, baby. Two things I learned. Two things. One, so my word for the week last week was help. Because last week we talked about
Right.
how it's so hard for us to ask for help, right? And that we just need to get more comfortable with asking for help. So again, one of my goals last week was to secure the funds for closing, which required me to ask for help from one of my family members. I did not want to ask. I had been hesitating for 3 weeks, y'all. It had been on my to-do list every week for 3 weeks. And I was just like, I'm gonna just skip over that. Skip, 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 skip. And the day came where it was like, okay, you either ask or you're gonna be SOL. Baby, when I tell you I asked, I mean, I had a whole emotional day about it. I was journaling, self-coaching, all the things. Like, honey, I asked for the coins and it was like, what account do you want me to send it to? And I was like, what? Like, it was that easy. It was no questions asked. It was no back and forth. It was no, but what if? It was no, I don't know if I could do it. It was, what is the account number that you need me to send the funds to? And this ain't a little bit of funds, y'all. These are thousands of dollars. So what I learned from that was like, and it's so funny. There's this book called The Obstacle is the Way, but that's what I learned. The obstacle is the way. The thing that is blocking you, you feel like is blocking you, the biggest hurdle, the biggest problem that gives you the most fear, that you're hesitating the most to do, that you don't want to do, that's the thing you need to do. Don't hold off on it. Don't wait on it. Don't pause on it. Just do the thing. Because afterwards, I was just like, I just wasted 3 weeks of emotional energy going back and forth in my head about what was gonna happen and what he was thinking and what I was thinking and what it meant about me, and just all of these things. Like, and at the end of the day, it was like nothing. It was literally a 10-minute call. So I'm just like, y'all, the obstacle is the way. Not just in entrepreneurship, but in life in general. The obstacle is the way. So do not hesitate. Do not avoid it. We can do hard things. Okay. We can do hard things. And I did a hard thing last week. And that's what I learned, is that the hardest thing is usually the way that you need to go in order to really get to what you really want. So that is the only reason that we are closing this week, is because I did the hard thing. Okay.
Wow.
Yes. The other thing that I learned was, so I'm reading this book called We Are Rich. What is that? We Are Rich Now? Or I think it's We Are Rich.
Mhm.
Um, and in the book yesterday, as I was reading, hey Portia, girl, honey, let me tell you, amen and amen. Okay, I'm gonna pass the plate. Uh, um, yes, the other thing I learned was, I was reading a book and he was talking about sideways years, right? And he was talking about, a time in his life where, everything was just going wrong. He had a really negative attitude. He was working at a job he hated, like, and what he was saying was that he called his grandmother and he was just like, I'm tired of being in this place. Now, mind you, his grandmother had raised him, because his mother had kind of given him away and his father was too busy. So it's his father's mother who raised him. And his grandmother said to him, she asked him, and I was like, yo, grandma was a beast. She was a coach, honey. She said, what were you doing in the years that you were winning that you're not doing now? And he was like thinking about it. And I was thinking about it. I was like, what does she mean by that? And she was just basically like, how were you investing in yourself, and how were you investing in others in the years that you were winning in life that you are not doing right now? And his answers aligned a bit like with what mine were, when I think about when I, quote unquote, I felt like I was just winning in life. Like, like just everything was easy. Everything was working out the way I wanted to work out. And I would say for me, it was literally high school and all of college. Like, once I hit grad school, it was like, oh, Lord, what's going on here? Like, that real adulthood came in. But what I realized was, one, reading for pleasure was something that I was doing in those years that I'm not doing now. Like, just always reading. Like, I remember reading nonfiction books. I didn't really start reading self-help books and financial books until way after grad school. So that was something I was doing. Volunteering, right? I used to volunteer in high school. In college, I created a whole volunteer program for students. Ain't volunteered in forever, y'all. Don't even know the last time I volunteered somewhere, right?
What you mean? Ghana?
But, well, okay, so yes, and that's another thing. Yes. So I used to volunteer on our trips, but last time we went was 2018. It's 2024. Okay, let that rest in your spirit. Okay. Yes. So, like, I haven't been doing that, right? some of the other things he talked about was, continuously building your resume every year. And I think one of the things that I did when I was working was I was just kind of resting. Like I was building my resume on the entrepreneur side, but I wasn't building my resume on the professional side necessarily. Like I was just kind of like, because I wasn't focused on that, but really thinking about how I can build my resume in my entrepreneur and on my professional side. Haven't been doing that. So I was just thinking about, and like dancing. So one of the things that he said he was doing was taking care of his body. And I was like, I was never really focused on eating well and working out, but I always danced. I danced all through high school. I danced all through college. Even after college, when I came to grad school, I danced in the hip hop troupe here at UPenn. I was always dancing. So I was always good. Like, and I just loved to do it. So it didn't feel like a workout, but baby, let me tell you, with the body I got right now, it was a workout. Okay. So I was just like, wow, consider that. Consider that. Like, here's a question to ask yourself. If you feel like you're in a space where you're not winning in the way that you want to be winning, or you don't feel like you're winning in the way that you used to be winning, what were you doing? How were you investing in yourself and in others then that you're not doing now? Because it may just be the missing components, the very small things that you didn't even realize. Those may be the things that can get you back into the state of winning. What are your thoughts, Eve?
I think I align wholeheartedly. I need this book.
Girl.
Because like I feel like what I like about it is that what I like about it is it causes for a lot of more introspection and auditing what you've done in your life. Because sometimes we could get so stuck when we're trying to like level up. We'll go into like analysis paralysis, reading so many other things that other people are doing instead of evaluating our lives and seeing like where we were either getting out of our comfort zone or doing something that we always done but did it in a different way. Um to figure out like where we should like to just allow that to just be a place of discovery to be like, okay, this is how I want to go about um elevating myself and getting to that next level. Um because not everybody's path, you reading like how to get rich now, whatever, but not everybody's path is for you. And I feel like sometimes I could get stuck in that where I just start reading and consuming so much of other people's stuff instead of like auditing my life and taking into
Mm-hmm.
account the amazing things that I've done and being like, what do I need to bring back? What do I need to bring back and pay attention to? How could I use this to help support me in elevating myself in my business? Um, so I like that. I like
Mm-hmm.
more introspection more than anything. Um, mhm.
Well, and one of the things that made me think about was like, especially when you are building a business, like you can get very self-consumed,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Like there's like so much going on, right? But when you're, for instance, for me, like volunteering, dancing in groups of people who are not necessarily involved in what I'm involved in allows me to just focus on other people, right? Get
Yeah.
out of my own head, get out of my own house, get out of my own space, get out of my own business for some time, to really gain perspective on just how good I'm doing, right? Like,
You made me just realize it's something because when you're an entrepreneur, when you have a business because when you're a business owner, you're providing a service, right? So many times when you end up going into spaces, you still keep constantly thinking about like how can you contribute or how can you like provide a service. Where sometimes you need spaces where that's not your role, that's not how
yes.
you need to be navigating and moving. So you need to go into spaces where other people are like providing for you and you are just being present and just taking that in and like I literally just realized I'm like that's really good. I think that's why I love traveling so much. Like I literally said for my birth month I love going to go live in another country in the Caribbean because even though I am Caribbean we're similar but we're not the same. So I
Mm-hmm.
go there because I want to experience a whole different way of living,
Mm-hmm.
challenging my own perspective, my own ways of thinking about how I could go about living this life. And I've now realized like why that's so important for me and why I need to make sure I always keep that practice because it does
Mm-hmm.
it does me right. It does me right in so many ways. I always come back
Absolutely.
better and better.
Yes, honey, I can't wait to get to another country. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Portia, where'd you go for your momcation? I forgot to ask you. Um, yes. So is there anything that you learned last week, Eve, that you want to share?
A little bit similar to what you talked about in the first one about doing like the hard thing. Um, I came across this quote because I was consuming all this information for this interview. But it said Albert Einstein said something like, when there's a problem, I will spend 55 minutes defining the problem and 5 minutes talking about the solution. And I
Mm.
really, 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 really like that. Okay, Atlantic City.
Come on now. Wait,
Yes,
first of all, I didn't know that I could put comments on the thing. That
you
was an
can.
accident. Like,
Yes, you can.
wow. Okay, go ahead. I learned some stuff.
Yes, learning new things. You said
Um,
something. Um, and there's something about that that I like because I am a problem solver, but you can only be a really great problem solver if you really take the time to understand what the problem is so that you're not wasting your energy nor your time, and then that you feel fully equipped to move forward with the solution. You know what I mean? Like when you're talking about all the coaching and stuff that you went through, I was just like, but you did all this work to figuring out what was the solution. Like you thought about it all. Like there's like the logical and the emotional, like doing the logical and the emotional work of defining a problem and what it will take for you to go ahead and like start acting on that solution. Once you decide like what it is and then jumping on it. So I kind of been thinking about that a lot, is that I feel like my life has been in a place of like gaining mastery of defining, spending 55 minutes to truly understand what the problem is and giving 5 minutes to, okay, now what would be the best solution? Because
mm-hmm,
majority of the time, like we come up with all these like ideas and stuff like that, but really don't understand the root of what we're trying to solve and where is it that we're trying to go. So I think
mm-hmm,
the faster we have more mastery in like really defining what the problem, like a scope is, and then giving ourselves to, get through the emotions of what it will be to like actually do it, figure out what the solutions are, and then figure out which one is like either the hardest one or the one that you feel like, will get you the most impact. Then you jump. And I feel like that's kind of like where I've been ever since I got back from Ghana. I've been doing a lot of thinking about how I want to live my life, making decisions about it. It being hard, but at the same time being beautiful. Like I've been getting emotional because I've been making the decisions that I know are the best for me, and that to me feels really good.
mm-hmm,
So a little bit similar to what you were talking about for the first thing you said, like you learned, but for sure, that's what I've.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think defining the problem is important because sometimes you coming up with solutions that are not even solving the problem. Like,
Hello.
like, and also even when I think about like, last week for me, like, um, you may be feeling like there is no solution because you haven't really defined the problem. Okay.
Exactly.
Like,
Let's
and
go.
I know, like, I'm side eyeing my husband in this situation because because I think, sometimes we can go directly into, you know, throwing our hands up or giving up on something because we're like, oh, there's just no solution. It's like, no, you haven't really defined what the actual problem is. Like, you may be talking about the symptoms up here, but getting to the root will help you be able to solve all of this, right? You won't even have no symptoms if you can get to the root. So yes, I completely agree. All right, y'all. So we're hopping into the goals for the week. So every week we do our top 3 goals for the week, and then we hold each other accountable to those, and then we write our new goals for the week too. I think I said that backwards, right? So we review the goals we did last week, and then we do our new goals. So last week, my goals were to secure funds for closing, which I did finally after 3 weeks of dragging my feet for no reason. Um, Go to bed at 10 p.m. I did that some days, but I was not consistent in this. Okay. Celebrate my husband. His birthday was on Thursday, so we celebrated on Wednesday and Thursday. So I got that done. Get my kids healthy. Let me tell y'all.
Oh no.
Anybody got toddlers? I know Portia do. This
These
is
babies
ridiculous. Like, I don't know
forever.
how to keep them healthy. And mind you, like, they ain't even eating crap. Like, we're organic vegan children. Like, they always got cold. They always got mucus. They always got a cough. I'm just like, even this morning I was blowing noses. I'm like, y'all cannot be here this week. I can't. Like, so if y'all got tips on how to keep these kids in the school and healthy, please drop them in a comment. Please. I need them. Um, so they're
I
healthy as
mind
well.
you, I saw an article about like how some country in child daycare centers decided to implement a program where they were able to get like air purifiers and stuff like that for the free. and it like reduced children being sick by like 30%. So I'm just
Ugh,
like, I
honey.
don't even
Honey, I will take the one out of their room and take it to the school, like if they need me to, because I can't.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um, the other thing was lead generation, which I did. It was a whole lead generation summit I attended for my business coach. I met some new people in some Facebook groups, and I am slated to have 2 speaking engagements for 2 conferences in March and in April with some of my friends, and some of my network here in Philly. So I was doing good last week. I think I was hitting a good 4 out of 5. And even with the birthday, I mean, even with the going to bed, it was a couple of days. It just wasn't all the days. So Eve, we have the case study, we have updating people. I don't know what updating people was. Vegan herbal flex and following up with prospects.
Jesus Lord. Yeah, no. So yeah, I got consumed with this interview situation. I started the email to send to that email was like sending a message to my community about like where I am, what I've been
Oh,
doing,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that I'm looking for all of the dollars and stuff like that, and reminding people of like what I do with my services and blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I started the email, didn't finish it. And didn't send it out. The case study started it, didn't finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
What about vegan herbal flex?
Vegan Herbal Flex been doing good. Like I'm like literally halfway done with all of like my medicine and been eating well, meal prepped yesterday and stuff like that, which was really good. So we're sticking
Mm-hmm.
to it. I did 15 minutes of trap cardio today, girl, at 1.25x speed, and I'm like, I still kind of got it.
Oh yes, I need to try that. Is it on YouTube?
Yes, it is. It's so
Rap
good.
cardio. That sounds like some foolishness, but I'm
It's
excited.
very so foolish. Like I go to the trap cardio to get like my southern Afro American like woman vibes because there's a grandma
Yes,
there who be hitting the scoops and the ice cream and the Tootsie
I
Rolls really
can't.
well. And then I go to Kukuwa Fitness to get like my Afro Caribbean African move your boomsy vibes. So yes, Kukuwa Fitness and trap cardio. If you need an ambassador, call
Yes. Okay.
me. So yeah, I did that, which was really good because I've been talking about needing to move my body more. Um, because ever since I got back from Ghana, like I haven't been walking or outside as much, like at all. um,
Mm.
and in regards to case
And it
study
says follow up with
and
prospects.
follow up prospects, yeah, I did. And got some people who reached out to me, and told me that they'll get back to me with some potential work that they want me to do. So
Oh,
we'll
fabulous.
see. We're just waiting.
Yes.
So yeah, I started everything, didn't finish everything. So the goal is that I finish everything today or tomorrow after this interview.
Okay. Well, and that makes sense because you got a big contract coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and we're looking for. Listen, we go for what's it? Progress over perfection. Okay.
Hello.
Portia said, "Listen, these sniffles are inevitable in these streets. Listen, okay, humidifier. So let me tell y'all, the humidifier I had, I need a another humidifier. That joint had mold in it, and there was no way to get it out. Like there's no way to clean it out. So I think that
Oh,
contributed. Like the last time my kids were sick, I think like that contributed to it. So I need like to get a new
something
humidifier.
better designed, like
Yeah,
clear.
something that's better designed.
Mm-hmm.
Probiotics. So they get that through their what's it called? Their yogurt. But let me know if I should be using like a dropper or something. Like, what do you use? A pill for probiotics? Elderberry. I need to get some more of that and some essential oils. We actually have those, but I need to put them. I usually put the essential oils in the humidifier, right? So the eucalyptus is coming.
Mm-hmm.
But honey, oh, you put the essential oils on them too? Let me know, girl.
I guess I feel like it might be like a drop with like a base oil, like a
Water.
coconut oil
Yeah,
or a jojoba oil or something.
yeah.
Like a
I might
drop
put
of
it
it,
in their
yeah.
shea butter or something.
Okay, that works.
Maybe,
That works.
maybe. Um, yeah, so okay, so probiotic gummy. Okay. All right, yes. Child, because I gotta keep these kids in the daycare. Okay. All right, so we're gonna jump into the goals for this week. Do you have your goals written already?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah, yeah.
I love it.
uh,
Plant therapy. Okay, I'm on it, girl. I'm on it. Plant therapy. Y'all, plant therapy. Okay. We're gonna check it out. We go check it out and see how it works. Cause
Okay.
honey,
Oh,
we'll try to
so
keep these kids in the daycare.
yeah, must stay healthy now.
Okay, Eve, what are your goals for the week?
I need to finish this French toast case study. I need to
Okay.
finish this case study. Uh, I still want to send a message to my network because I want to connect with people in general and stay top of mind. So send a message to my network. Actually, get that scheduled out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the herbal vegan flex. We continuing that with like movement. Move the boomsy.
Mm-hmm. Flex your body.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Anything else?
mm,
Ooh,
what?
Coach said you're gonna send me a coupon code, girl. Thank you, girl. Yes.
That's your excitement on a coupon because that's so
Listen,
me. That's me. Um, and what should I even? There's so many
what are you
things, but
doing
I'm like,
for your
what?
business?
What do I want to make sure I
YouTube
get
ch-
done?
YouTube channel.
Oh, Jesus Lord, yes, the YouTube channel.
Y'all don't know Eve has a YouTube channel, Eve Strategy. Go check her out. All the
Yeah,
travel and vlogging going on over there.
yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun. Enjoy all the laughter.
You'll see me over there a bit on some of them vlogs for Belize.
Yeah, 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 yeah. um, yes, YouTube. Yeah, I think I actually do. All the short form content for Ghana is put out. So the long form content is being created, and then there's actually like 3, 4 like episodes around like business and like research that I'm like I can record and put out.
Okay, so are
That
you
would be
recording
that would be
this
a
week?
I should record today. I look so good.
Okay, I'm recording this week too. That's one of my goals too. So
Okay.
how? So you want to record?
Yeah, I'm gonna put record on Wednesday before I leave
Okay,
and head
record a
out.
YouTube video.
Yeah, I should record. I'm gonna record YouTube videos or put
Okay.
out the ones I have.
You said, and post one and release. Yeah.
Mhm. Record and release YouTube.
Okay. And y'all, we stick to 3 to 5 goals at most. Okay.
Yeah, don't even
Listen,
try it.
one thing I learned when I first became a mother is, honey, all I'm gonna do if I add more to that is judge myself about not getting it done. Okay. So 3 to 5, and one of them has to be a self-care goal. So if you're watching, come up with your 3 to 5 goals for the week. One of them has to be a self-care goal and put it in the chat so that we can hold you accountable to them as well. You can hold yourself accountable too. All right, so my goals for the week, one is to send all the paperwork and all the dollars to all the people that need them in order for us to close on this project completion loan so we can get started next week on our rehab. The next thing is setting up PM tools for the rehab, project management tools, and establishing a meeting cadence because I am going to be managing the project. Actually, so it's going to be me and my GC because she's a project manager and a general contractor. But because we had to fire our last PM because she just wasn't given
What she needed to
project
give.
management, like she wasn't managing the project. It's going to be both of us because that's something I did for a living, so I do it very well. So I will be running that. The other thing is I need to pitch. Now this goal got a whole bunch of things in there. I need to pitch 3 podcasts. I need to pitch this conference, and I need to spend 15 minutes answering some questions about being able to travel without your kids in some of the Facebook groups that I'm in. So I'm going to be doing that. To me, that all is just lead generation
Yeah.
for my business. And then I am recording 3 YouTube videos this week. Okay. That's what I'm on this week. Okay.
Okay.
3 of them.
Okay.
I was on the lead generation. No, was it? No, it was. I was watching a replay for one of my coaching calls, and she was just like, "Y'all got so much stuff in your phone that you ain't put out yet. Y'all got so much stuff in your email that you ain't put out yet. And for me, I got so much stuff in Notion that I ain't put out yet. Put it out." She was like, "It's more important that the idea is in the world than where you put it and how you do. Just put it out." So I was like, "You
Yeah.
know what? You're right. Y'all. Where's my phone? Let me show y'all. Okay. Let me show y'all. There is so many things. So many. So many. So many. We still scrolling. It needs to
Girl,
go out. Put it out.
hurry up and put it out
That's
so
just
one of
on
these
my
blow
phone. That's just
up.
on my phone. Okay, that don't
I
have
did
nothing to do
not
with
know.
Notion. That don't have nothing to do with Asana. That don't have nothing to do with any of these notebooks. Okay, put it out.
That's crazy.
Um, and then my last goal is to read before bed. That's my self-care goal because last night I read before bed, and I feel like
Mm,
one, it gets rid of the doom scrolling that we as mothers do because our only
yep.
time to ourselves is after 10 p.m. and then next
Right.
thing you know, scrolled and it's 1 a.m. So I'm like, I'm putting my phone across the room, not touching them to set my alarm, and then I'm gonna read because that felt so much better last night. So yes, those are going to be my goals for this week. Also, I want to live in my principles. I've realized, like, at the beginning of the year, I was talking about like I'm not doing goals this year, I'm doing principles. And so like one of the principles was get cute, like get dressed every day. I didn't do that last week. I did not get dressed every day. Work out. I didn't do that every day. I do that one day last week. I was tripping. So I mean, I'm correct. That's why I'm in this because this is part of the workout. Where once I work out, then I'll get dressed.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I want to read before bed, and I want to live by my principles so I can just stay in good in a good mood.
Right.
All right, Portia's goals this week. We putting them up, Portia. That means we got to get you to them, boo.
I love it.
um, First book draft. Yes. Now it says once again, so that means it was probably on there last week. I'm excited that you're writing a book. This is amazing. Pitch at least 2 podcasts. Yes. Finish new client scope of work and begin research for workshop facilitation. Yes. Daily movement. Yes. Okay. She says, I got a whole lot of I ain't did that yet. Yes. All right. So these are your goals for the week. I love it. One of the things that I would say is I really like what's her name? Grow with Joe. Grow with Joe
Mm,
too.
yeah.
He has great videos that are like 10-minute, 8-minute. She's also a mother too. She just had another baby. The first time she had her baby, she lost like 50 pounds doing her little workouts. And they're so like simple. Like she
Yep.
tries to do things that are just simple and fun to do.
Yep.
And she really promotes the idea that, it doesn't matter if you work out for 12 minutes, right? You still worked out and it still counts. So check her out, Portia. She may help you get your little 10 minutes in and encourage you that the 10 minutes is all you need. Okay. Because I know
Yep.
you in the littles just like me. All right. So the word for the week, right? So what we do is we come up with a word that is going to be the foundation for your goals, something that you can stand on. Yes. Yeah, definitely check her out. Something you can stand on that's going to help you to get to your goals all week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last week our word was help.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Last week E's word was certainty, and last week Z's word was order, right? I really don't know what my word should be this week. I feel like, you know what? Let me think about this. I don't know. Let me look at these goals.
Neither.
Do you know yours? Portia, you know your word for the week?
I've been talking about I
Um,
certainly receive and I receive certainly. Let me see.
um,
What is it?
hmm.
In honor of Black History Month. I'm gonna say it.
Right, girl.
uh, Jesus Lord.
Ooh, I like this word.
What? Oh my God, yes.
I like this word, Portia.
Well, and that ends today's show, folks.
Right. Yes, commit, honey, commit. Yes, I like this a lot. That is something that we all can lead on this week, right? Like being able to commit to the goal regardless. Uh I'm having a real hard time today.
I feel like the I keep thinking of like hard things or challenges. And then I feel like with you last week, your thing was just to like lean. And when I keep thinking about all three of those words, I'm like commit to leaning to the hard things or commit to leaning to challenges.
Yes.
As
Yes.
the energy is given right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
because last week was help, and it's like leaning is still
Honey.
very much so the same thing.
Um, I don't know. This is crazy. Eve?
I'm going. I don't know why. I'm going with challenge. Like I want to be challenged. I want to overcome my challenges. Um, I'm not afraid of challenges. I welcome challenges. Like it's just like all the word, like all the different perspectives that come with a challenge. Yeah, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why I'm thinking of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's kind of where I'm at. Challenged and all
You
the things.
know what? I feel like my word is gonna be energy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that song, like, and I listen, I barely know, but she was like, I'm working on my energy and taking care of me, whatever that is. Okay, I like that song. I just heard it like for the second time on Spotify while I was making breakfast this weekend for my children. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, yes, yes. So I feel like that is going to be my word because my personality runs on energy, right?
Yeah.
Like and to me, so the energy is one, me maintaining a certain energy that allows me to get stuff done, but also surrounding myself with people who also keep that energy up. Um, because baby, if my energy is high, I can do all things. Okay.
Yep.
I can do all things. So I think I'm gonna really focus on my energy this week. I think that's gonna be really important. And one of the things that speaks to is like going to bed. So I have the energy in the day,
Yep.
right? Reading before bed, so like I don't feel drained by scrolling on the phone. Working out, right? All of these things, eating right, y'all. We have vegan cookies from Insomnia in our house from
They
the
have
Super
vegan.
Bowl.
What?
Now, I don't miss meat when it comes to my vegan lifestyle, but baby, a sweet, yes. Okay.
Samuel.
So, what I need to do is reduce the sweet
Oh
because
no.
that's taking my energy, honey. I need to drink some tea.
Yes, tea.
Put some agave in it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Mo-
So, yes, I'm gonna be working on my energy. Portia is gonna be committed. If you're here and you missed the beginning of this, think about the goals that you have for the week. What is the word that you can stand on this week in order to get you through those goals? Eve is gonna be challenged. Yeah. So I'm excited, y'all. Y'all pray for us, honey. I'm like, I cannot believe I'm here with regard to this property thing, y'all. I need a whole separate YouTube channel for just my real estate journey. Like I've talked to
You.
Sean about this. Like we got to create a whole separate YouTube channel about long distance real estate investing because baby, it's not for the weak.
Nope.
But we, we have been moving through it. Okay. And if you can go on my channel, there's a video about how at the very beginning of this journey we got scammed out of $43,000. So that's how we started. We still in the struggle a little bit.
Still
So
can't believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we claiming a victory on that joint.
Mhm.
Anything else you want to share, Eve, before we roll?
No, y'all just cultivate y'all joy. We halfway through Afro History Month, so make it do what it do.
What
Go
you
watch the movie. Right. What? What's going on?
what the heck?
What the frick dope? Like my new year is in less than 6 months.
uh yeah, mine is even closer. My daughter was like, who birthday is next, mama? I was like, mine. It's in April. Okay. April
Yeah.
22nd, we'll be there, girl.
Mhm.
So yeah, of course, it has been a whole journey, girl. A whole journey. All right, y'all. So we're gonna hit the end stream on this joint. Make sure you like and subscribe if this content resonates with you. Go check out some of my videos on taking kid-free vacations if you're a mother and you need a break from burnout. Okay.
Mhm.
And we will see y'all next Monday. Bye.